What's up, guys? I hope everyone's doing well this morning. Actually, just got a text. I actually just finished a closing. Nate from Owner's Title came over here, and we just closed one of the properties we had up north. It was a duplex. I actually bought it, and then we turned around and sold it fairly quickly. So just closed that one. I want to do this. I can put you in my headphones, but I know a lot of people are asking to hear it. My daughter's in the background feeding our cat, so I apologize for that. Other than that, this morning has been awesome. I got up at 5, and my son, he woke up a little early, but that's good. So today we are jumping in. I've got some follow-ups to do on some contracts I sent out yesterday that you guys got to see. And just as an update, yesterday we had 3. So you guys saw 2 of the ones that you guys saw yesterday that I did yesterday morning signed, which was awesome. Both of them are in Kalamazoo. They're south of here. So that was super cool. One of them my acquisition coordinator got. So we picked up 3 properties yesterday from here, and you guys got to see that. I sent out a couple more contracts. I think 2 more on the live. I'm going to follow up with them this morning. One of the guys said he took a look at it and do that. So I think we're going to jump in. I've got some new leads. I've got some other ones that we've got to follow up with, but I think I'm just going to touch base with some of these guys from yesterday and see what he has to say. See if they're backing out, see what's going on. So you guys can watch that. So actually, usually I set up before I jump on here. I just kind of jumped on. I should set up first so you guys can see me go. I just finished my closing and jumped in here. So I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm actually planning on getting one of those like mics that cancel out the noise so you guys can hear too. But till the meantime, we're just going with it live. So. So we'll see. It's first thing in the morning too, so it's just something we got to be aware of.
Please leave your message for 51758261118.
Christian, my man, I sent that paperwork to you yesterday about the property in Lansing. Give me a buzz if you have any questions. If you decided to kind of switch directions or if you're getting a little nervous, just let me know. It's totally cool. I just don't want to hound you, bro. So let me know one way or another. If I don't hear from you, I'll just reach out to you a little bit later today and see if you're available. Thanks. Bye. When you're leaving voicemails or when you're following up with people, especially if you send paperwork like this, like it's not uncommon to send paperwork if you don't do it over the phone. A lot of guys will talk about going over the phone. I've done that. Only have the one screen right now, the way my desk is set up, because I just changed my office. If you have 2 screens, it's easier to create and draft the contract while you're going through the call, but it's still not easy, even with a 2-page. So let me call this guy. You guys can hear my kids in the background, so which is fine. I still make calls with the kids in the background. I just apologize, just like I did for you guys. Hey guys, hey, I'm doing calls. Can you go upstairs or can you finish up? Thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 407-409-4119 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Mark, this is Ronald Walker touching base on the the property I sent the paperwork out on yesterday on Washington and Lansing. Give me a buzz. I sent that Michigan agreement, and so I know it's a little long, so maybe we can go over it and go over the details. But love to get this wrapped up and move forward. If you're having cold feet, just let me know. We can talk about it. If you don't want to do it, that's totally cool still. But let's touch base and decide one way or another if we're going to move forward or if we're not. So. You can just reach me back on this number, 616-236-4387, or just send me a text, bro. Thanks. Bye. Busy, no answer. Let me see. Is anybody here? Can anybody see me? Who's on here? Sweet. If you guys got any questions or whatever, just hit me up. I like to actually pull up Facebook too, because it doesn't actually show me everything in StreamYard. So that way, if I see comments, I can do that. So one of the things in the mornings when you get going and you get started, oh, check this out. I just found a quote. This is super cool. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Who said that? One, going twice, going three times. Napoleon Hill. There we go. That's right. All right. So I'm going to pull back up Facebook real quick. Sweet. That way I can see if you guys have comments or whatever. So one of the things in the morning when you get started, so different people do calls at different times, okay? So I like to do them in the morning, not because it's the best time to call, just FYI. Like a lot of people will ask, well, when's the best time to call? The best time to call is just do it every day consistently. But what I've found, a lot of people will call in the evening, right? Because people get home from work, they're settled down, they're done with dinner. And that time between like 5:30 and 9, people answer the phone a lot. So I would do that, and I do that sometimes, but that's usually my time with my family, right? So I'm hanging out or something's going on. So for me, it's more a matter of just being consistent every single day. And if you can be consistent, you're going to drum up business, right? People are going to answer, people will be at work, and you'll just talk to them like we've been doing. So let me see what else in here that I have to follow up with. So I did Mark, I did Christian, Michael Dunlap, I believe. Nope, that's not mine. Lead owner, Ronnie, 11 days ago. Let me look at the notes here. Anderson, Julius, Yvonne. No, I'm going to follow up with this guy. This guy told me he would sell the property to me, and then he went dark on me. So I'm going to reach out to this guy. I'm basically in Podio. I have a little tab that says hot leads, which is like people who've agreed, or they have agreed, and we just haven't converted yet. So that's what I'm going through. This guy I've kind of blown up, so he might not answer.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
No, I wasn't paying attention. There's no voicemail. So one of the things you guys have seen me the couple days, I've been on the dialer, so it auto drops my voicemail. When you manually dial this, I got to actually leave the voicemail. So Robert, that's my third attempt on him when it's hot. So let's see what else is in here. I got a couple others, but I'm actually going to call it. So this guy that I'm going to call, he has got a condo on Lake Michigan. This would be a super sweet deal. He accepted offer for $292, but he got hit with COVID and some things happened. His ex-wife was there. He was not wanting to sell right away because of health problems. It's worth quite a bit more, and he's probably not going to want to sell today, but I want to touch base with him and kind of see where he's at and make my presence known again. Hey, is this Bernard?
Yes.
Hey, Bernard, it's Ronald Walker. We spoke a couple weeks ago about your property on Lake Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just calling to touch base with you, man. I know you had COVID and had some stuff going on. How you feeling? You there?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Bernard, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? I think we're disconnected, bro. Let me try calling him back. Redial. There's also the opportunity, sometimes people get nervous. Doesn't want to talk about it, things like that, right?
Hello?
Hey, Bernard, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay.
I'm going to have to give you a call back because I'm back in the hospital.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I just wanted to touch base with you, so see how things were going. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'll give you a call back a little later today.
Yeah, just give me a buzz, man. Take care of yourself, all right? No rush on my end. I know things are taking a while, so.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. That guy actually has a really hard situation. So both life and health and stuff. So I just want to keep in front of him and touch base. So I had a question. Always iffy about leaving voicemails. Have you found that's better than just trying to answer? Yeah, I actually personally, I know there's different thoughts on that. I personally do not like, I mean, I don't always leave a voicemail. Let's just be real. But I like leaving a voicemail, right? I just do. That way, if people want, it's from my end, it's just kind of a courtesy, right? There's a number you don't know. You reach out. Do I want to talk to them? Do I not? Think of it from their end. However, one of the best things that I've heard that I don't always do, I try to remember, I don't always do, and you guys will see it here. The best things that I've found is instead of asking them to do something, right? Instead of asking them, hey, call me back, right? Because now you're putting something on them, and if they don't do it, they feel bad, and then they never want to talk to you because they don't want to face it, right? So instead of doing that, literally say, hey, I'll call you back, right? Hey, you're busy, and you think of have you guys ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People? He talks about letting people save face. And I think with voicemails, we make that mistake is we don't let people save face. We just call them out. Hey, call me back when you got a second, right? Do this for me. And I don't recommend that, even though that's normal and natural. What I like to do, or what I would rather do, is, hey, you must be busy right now. You've got stuff going on. If you're still interested, I'll give you a call back later today. If you don't want to, it's okay to tell me. That way you make them feel comfortable talking to you, and it's not like you're trying to pressure them, because I don't like hounding people, right? Like if I call you, I want you to answer. I don't like calling a guy like the last one I called before Bernard, and you don't answer the 5 times I answer. I don't like being that guy. So give them an out, tell them, hey, it's okay, and go from there. So that's my philosophy on voicemails. It might not be the best, but hey, I try to make it pretty laid back and relaxed. So I think that is the majority of what I wanted. Let me look at DocuSign real quick, because I had some outstanding contracts from yesterday. So I called Mark, I called Christian. Sorry guys that I'm not just in it. I'll jump into the dialer so it'll go quicker here soon. So yeah, Mark and Christian are the only ones that didn't sign. The ones that did sign yesterday, so here, just so people don't think I'm crazy, let's do this. Share my screen. Let's see, I might be doing something. Hope you guys, wow, that's crazy. let's see, DocuSign. So if you look, 12-2, 12-2. So we had 3 contracts. This was 2, 14-20, 13-19, and Smith. So we got those. So anyway, that's what we got yesterday. So I'm gonna stop sharing. Don't go back and steal my addresses. I probably shouldn't drop those, but whatever. We got good relationships with them anyway. So it's, if anybody tries to go back, I'll just punch you in the face. How about that? I'm just kidding. So let's see. Let's jump into the dialer. So I've called those 2 that we have outstanding contracts on. We're working on the other ones, and I got kind of allergies this morning. I don't know what's going on. Let me text my acquisition guy and see what he's working. That way we're not double working the same stuff. Any more questions this morning? And I know you guys really want me to jump on the dialer like before, but let's see. So I just sent him a message. Jump over here. Yeah, Marty, let's go. I love it, bro. You're freaking the man. Dude, guys, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're not listening to Marty, you don't know Marty or Mark for that matter, or Gabe, dude, you guys need to touch base with this guy. Anything Marty does, watch it, because that dude, he's freaking the man. He's plugging away. So I don't know what you're doing, but if you're not watching him, or you're not reaching out to him, or you're not getting his help, man, that dude, he's helped me a lot. And so reach out to that guy. So, all right, I guess not answering me. Let's jump into the dialer. I'm going to do want me to do attempted or okay, he's an attempted. Sweet. All right. I'll do new and switch to cultivating. Sweet. All right. I know what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. We're going to do new call session, resync. So there's only 6 leads in there. So from this morning, these are all new. So we just go in my new bucket. We have cold callers that push them to the new bucket. So there's only 6. So we might switch over pretty good. Let's see if any one of these people answer.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Maria?
Yes.
Hey, Maria, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on Michigan Avenue, the acreage.
Yes.
Do you want to sell that?
Well, it depends on the price.
Hey, I love it. What do you want for it?
Once upon a time was worth $50,000. I don't know what it's worth to you.
Oh man, $50,000. Where's it? So it's on Michigan Avenue. Where at exactly on Michigan Avenue? As I don't actually have the exact address.
Well, it's in Holcomb Hills.
Okay.
And it's a corner lot.
Okay. Is it by the Ferrisburg Hall, like the city hall right there, or no?
No, I don't think so. It's pretty much by the lake.
Okay.
It's about as the crow flies, it's maybe a block and a half off the lake.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to find because there's no addresses up there.
Right. So there's not like an actual address to it, right? Because when I'm looking at it, there's no address. It's just Michigan Avenue.
Well, they assigned an address to it from time to time, and it's come and disappeared and whatever. It's actually lot number blah 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 blah.
Right. You got to look up the parcel. Okay. Tell me the utility situation. What's going on there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
There is a house. There's a lot in between, and then there's a big house. So the utility lines can't be very far away, but I'm sure that they don't come exactly to the property.
Okay. Did there used to be a house on yours or no?
Never.
Never. Okay. How'd you come to own this? It sounds like you've had it for a long time.
My brother was a builder and contractor. He built a lot of Grand Haven. He built the sewer system. He built houses. He built everything over there. And he sold me 2 lots up there.
Nice.
When I was 20, I'm 74.
You do not sound 74. You sound great. Just FYI.
Well, God bless you.
You do.
I wish I felt as good as my voice usually sounds.
Hey, I understand once it starts becoming, dusk, it gets a little bit harder in life. I got a grandpa-in-law, my wife's grandpa, is up there. He's doing fairly well, but he's like, man, I wish even 10 years ago I could do a lot more.
Yeah, well, my husband's 84.
Okay.
And I'm a cancer survivor, and I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I could list you a list that you aren't interested in, but.
Well, God bless you, because that is, man, that's stuff that's hard. So that's amazing that you're going, and it sounds like you're just really grateful, and you got a good attitude in the midst of all the suffering.
Well, I'm still alive, which was something we didn't expect 3 years ago.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I love
so
that.
Anyway, what about the property?
Yeah. So it's 50 grand. I mean, what would you sell it for?
Information to give you. It's all in the whatever you call it, where they keep all that information.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is I was just having a hard time pulling the lot. So I'm just going to look your name up in Ottawa County and see if I can find the parcel number and go from there. What would you sell it to me for? So I'm an investor. I'm looking to make some money. I'd probably do a build. I guess how big is it? And then what's the lease you'd take for it?
You make an offer and we'll talk about it.
Okay. You don't have a ballpark number or nothing. You're playing hardball.
Well, I'm playing. I've had it for a long time.
Yep.
And I don't want to give it away.
Yep.
And I'm burning a bagel.
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, I smell my bagel burning.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now turn this off.
That has never happened to me on a phone call, just FYI. So that's a new one.
Write it down.
Right, I'm writing it down. She burned a bagel. Next time I talk to you, I'm going to bring it up. How about that?
Yeah. For starters here, give me your name.
My name's Ronald Walker. I'm in Grand Rapids, so I'm a local investor here out of Grand Rapids. I've been doing this for a little while. I'm looking for land.
I'm in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So you're a little ways away.
My family, my brothers owned a marina up in Grand Haven for years and years and years. They've all passed away. They're all older than me.
Okay.
We're older than me. But Grand Haven was very much a part of my family.
Yeah.
And I expected to use that property to build a house.
Yep.
And we have too many health issues and whatever to not be in somewhere where there's a major. We have hospital, top of the country hospitals and whatever around here, and to live in a small town just wouldn't cut it for us. So there it sits.
Okay. So I mean, let me ask you this. So in the midst of this, is there anything else, other than just like a cash price? I mean, if I was to pay a little bit more for the property, would you owner finance it to me while I do a build and like cut my costs down, or would it just be cash?
No, I'm not interested in financing anybody. I'm too old for that nonsense.
Okay. That's what I figured. Yeah. I wouldn't like myself if I didn't ask. So unfortunately I can't really pull much information. I do know it's right on the lake. I just picked up 5 acres.
It's not on the lake. It's about a block and a half from the lake.
Yeah.
There's a road and a dune in front of it and then the lake.
Okay.
And there's nothing between, as of the last time I was there, which I haven't been there in probably 5 years. But as of the last time I was there was nothing visually between the property and the lake.
Are you saying that you can see the lake from the property or no?
I don't think there were no buildings or anything. It's just a dune and then the lake.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's kind of, I don't know what you can do with it, but
right.
I was thinking of putting a pet cemetery up there.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
A pet cemetery. That's interesting. I've not heard that either. You're sharp. I love it. So
give me your phone number, Ronald.
Yeah. You got a pen and paper?
Well, I've been writing all along.
All right. So 616
Okay.
236
236.
4387. So before I let you go, let me ask you this. So a lot of the lots that I'm buying, so most of them aren't on Lake Michigan, like, or not on, but like that close to Lake Michigan. But
No.
what I'm trying to pick them up mainly, especially stuff like that, that's not acreage, is between, 15 and 25 grand is really what I'm shooting for. I'm not saying that's exactly what I'd offer to you, but I mean, would you accept something even close to that range or no?
At the upper end, not at the lower end. I have already been offered more than that on the lower end.
Okay. So closer to the 25 grand, you'd be willing to consider.
I don't know. We could talk about it.
Okay. So let me do this. I'm going to try to find the actual lot. It's because I can't find it. While we've been on, I've been trying to find it when we've been on the phone, and I can't find it. I just have the address from when they called you.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a really nice house, and then there's a lot, and then there's my lot on the corner. So
if I came in, and I'm buying stuff, I'm essentially trying to buy a couple or put a couple under contract before Christmas. So that way we can get started beginning of the new year. Okay. So that's my goal. That's why I'm calling around right now to different lots and stuff. So if we could, if I could come around that 25,000 mark, are you ready to sell? Are you not ready to sell? I mean, tell me where you guys are at. Like, what would you be willing to move forward or no?
Oh, well, if I decide that I'm happy with the price, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So
yeah,
what?
I have nothing holding me back.
Other than the price, is there anything else that's important to you? You're going to help make your decision, or even with the price, what are you going to do to help make sure you make a good decision?
Cash and it's the right price, it's gone. We decided a while ago that we weren't going to move up there anymore. I mean, at our age, it's no time to move. Our son lives with us, and we need his help, and he's not going to move to Grand Haven, Michigan. He's got a great job down here.
Okay. So
here, yeah, this is down from you.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm in Grand Rapids, so it's definitely that way. So let me ask you this, because it sounds like you are interested in doing in the right price. If I offer you 25, is that the right price?
I have to talk to my husband, but it's in the ballpark probably.
Okay. You want to talk to your husband and we can reconnect and go, because I'm like I said, if you guys are willing to sell and you guys are comfortable with it, I'm willing to put the gas on and move forward. I'm trying to find something. I do need, just in purchasing, just so you guys know, I will need to do just a little bit of due diligence to make sure that it is buildable. So I will need a small inspection.
You have to do.
Yeah. So I usually do that. I'll do all the.
Unless I die, I'm not going away.
Yeah, that's perfect. So
like
we can.
I've owned it for 55 years, maybe.
Nice. That's a long time. So let's do this. So I'll do that. You talk to your husband. Let's reconnect. If we can do somewhere around 25, I'm gonna confirm my number. We can call back. We can put it under contract. I'll have an inspection so I can send my guys out there once it's under contract. And I'll just need some time, and then it'll be cash money. I use a title company here in Grand Rapids, and they can just do a mobile notary and send it out to you.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
All right, you're amazing, by the way. I love how sharp you are on the phone. This has been a great conversation.
Oh, well, you're very sweet.
I'm gonna remember I caused Maria to burn a bagel. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, it's Marie. Don't call me Maria. It makes me upset.
All right, Marie. I'll do Marie.
Yes, I'm not a Hispanic.
Okay.
I'm a German.
You're a German, Marie. I'll do that. I'll remember.
I'm a German with a French first name and a Spanish last name. Go figure.
All right. Hey, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
All right. You're German, and I'll make sure to call you Marie.
Okay, and you have a great day, Ronald.
You do the same. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was fun. Let's see. Let me make some notes on that. So what'd you guys think of that? So she's an older lady, very sharp, very sharp. One of the things you can tell when people are able to put two things together is when they're not just having linear conversations, right? And what I mean by that is, I burned a bagel. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They can kind of put two together. They kind of break the fourth wall when you're talking. Very, very sharp lady. She's owned the property for a long time. You can see the lake. It's like on a sand dune next to Lake Michigan. So that's really cool. I literally can't pull it up. I don't have the address. I just have the name of the street and that it's in Grand Haven. So I'm gonna have to try and find the parcel number. You know, she dropped 50K at the beginning of the call. It's worth 50K, and then she said she'd consider an offer around 25K. You know, if you have a dangerous situation, like you literally don't know what to offer on price, like I had legit no idea, right? Like I don't know. I know I want to pick up lots, like, you know, in Grand Rapids for $5,000, right? But something like this, she said 50. I basically just did. I just cut it in half, and then I did a range below half, like 30% to half of what she asked, just to be like, hey, would you? I can't see anything, but this is what I'm trying to buy them for. And she said up to the top or half of that range. So that was pretty cool. German, not Maria. She gets upset. This address. So that was good. That was a good call. I think that could turn into a lead. I think that's a good one to add to the hots. I'll follow up with her maybe later today or even tomorrow. Might call her back later today if I can find it. So is there anything else on that? There's a big house next door. Store. She was 20. Family spent time in Grand Haven. Just a quick overview. The notes, what I like to do, people do it differently. I like to do personal notes, negotiation notes, and property notes. And just kind of split it up that way. And splitting it up that way really allows you to tag personal, tag price, tag property stuff, right? And it gives you things to talk about in the conversation. The burn the bagel thing, I'm putting a star next to, because I'm going to basically, next time I call her, I'll probably lead off with that. Hey, I'm going to cause you to burn another bagel. Make sure to put a bagel in the oven, blah, 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 blah. You know, just to be a little funny, get her to laugh. People who are smiling, people who are laughing, they're the ones who sign contracts. So, let me hop over here. Marie, this is hot. Follow up. I'm gonna follow up later today. Notes. All right, I'm not going to copy him right now because you guys don't want to see me copy. I'm going to jump back in. Can you guys hear me all right? I hope you guys can hear me all right. Let me pop over here. Nice. Cool. Brian? Can you hear me? He hung up. Well, that was cool. I think I woke him up. He sounded like he was rolling over in bed. That wall would actually be pretty cool the more that I'm thinking about it, right across, especially if it's backed up to the lake with a sand dune between them. That would be really sweet, especially if I could pick it up for close to 25 grand right there on Lake Michigan. One of the problems with like buying properties like this and like trying to make money is when you come across a really cool one, you want to keep it. That's like a huge problem, right? Like, oh my gosh, that's sweet, but you can't own all this crap. So,
Hello?
Yeah, is Kurt there?
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, Kurt, this is Ronald Walker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, I'm calling about your property on Ellie Street in Elgin. Ely, there we go. Are you thinking about selling that property or no?
You know, I was renting one side out. I bought it and it's a duplex.
Okay.
I did both sides.
and I'm about 80% done with one side. One side's all done. The renters just moved out. They were there for 3 years.
Yep.
So I got to fix some flooring. It wasn't terrible. I mean, I've seen way worse.
Right. Me too.
And then the other side, I'm about 80% done. It just means I got to put the kitchen in it, some trim work and stuff like that.
So it doesn't sound like you really want to sell it.
You know, I don't know what I want to do. I don't have time to dink with it, but I mean, I'm open to selling it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not going to give it away either. I don't need to do anything. I owe like $19,000 on it. I don't really have to do anything with it.
Oh yeah, it's just a sweet cash flowing property. Yeah. No, if you're going to give it away, we can meet and maybe meet with a lawyer, and you can put me in your will, and I can wait. You know, if you want to do that.
but I am willing to work with it, and I know what I got invested into it. I know what I paid for it. All that. And,
Nice.
I mean, the right offer, I'd get rid of it.
Well, I'll tell you this. So I'm an investor here in the greater Grand Rapids. I live in Grand Rapids. So, and I really like duplexes. So I'm looking right now. I'm trying to get a couple more under contract before Christmas, so we can either close before or after. I like to say I'm a tiger in the woods right now. I came across that phrase. So I'm looking and ready to buy. So if you're open and you're willing to sell, I mean, what price would you be open to? Like what's a good price in your mind? Or are you working with an agent and have an idea of the price? Like
no, I'm not working with an agent. I'm a builder. I'm a licensed builder. I bought it just for an investment. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I retired in 15 years, but I just don't have time to dink with it. That's why it isn't finished all the way 100% because I just don't have time.
Right. You're too busy with all these
anyway,
builds going on around freaking Grand Rapids, bro. There's a lot happening.
I do a lot of work in Grand Rapids, East Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. Yeah, right now I've got 5 houses going up. So
wow, that's awesome.
And I don't have time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. No, I totally understand.
I can't get enough guys to work.
Yep.
So, you know,
hey,
people work 1 week and then they don't come back for 3 weeks and then call back and say, well, how come I can't come back to work?
I know, man. That's I actually have the exact same problem. I totally understand that. I had a lady I hired day one. She came into the office. She went to the store to get something to eat and never came back.
I had something like that. Same thing happened.
So hey, man, it's part of it. So
it's just we created it though when we started giving money away left and right. And said, yeah, you stay home. We'll give you $1,200 to stay home. That we created.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. That's exactly right. So what would you take for it? Like you know what you have in it. What do you want for it? If I was to come in, what's a fair price in your mind?
I'm thinking 150-ish.
Okay.
One side has, well, it depends how you would make it up, but one side has 2 bathrooms in it, and it was a 3-bedroom, but the people that were living there made the made the bedroom into a living room. Blah. I mean, it's that kind of thing. And then the other side is 2 bedrooms upstairs, and 1 bathroom downstairs, living room and kitchen downstairs.
Okay. Is it as far as the utilities?
It used to be a 3-plex.
Oh, okay.
The city of Allegan said no more. We're only doing duplexes. So they made me convert it. When I bought it, they made me convert it to a duplex.
Okay. Okay. So what about the utilities?
New hot water heaters, new furnaces.
Yep.
Both brand new, both sides. New electrical was ran, drywall, insulated the best you can in an old house like that.
Mm-hmm.
Insulated it the best we could everywhere. The attics probably could use more, but we haven't done that yet. So.
Okay.
But the walls, when we have everything tore apart.
Yep. So it sounds like the utilities on it are all separate. They're not together.
Everything's separate except for the water.
Except
city
for
water.
Okay. So the water is
together. So I don't. We were the other. If we decided we were going to keep it, we were going to try. My wife and I were going to. Because the last guy that lived there, he was there from day one. I mean, when I got done finishing it.
Yep.
He moved right in, and he was there for almost 4 years, and he just bought a house, and so then he just moved out. So now I just got it. I had it all. It's all been cleaned, and now there's some flooring I got to fix that I don't know what happened. They wrecked the flooring and that kind of thing, but
yeah,
that's easy fix.
Cool. Well,
but you're going to have that with rentals no matter what.
Yeah, no, I'm.
You always got to paint and fix stuff.
Yep, that's part of this business, holding them. So my
realtor guy, he says, man, you ought to just rent it out. You can get $1,200 a month out of each side, easy. Like, yeah, we'll see.
Well, you also got to factor in, are the people going to pay the rent? You know what I'm saying? Not just what the market is, but are they do that?
But I haven't had that problem yet because of the part that if you have it, high enough that you're getting rid of some of and do a little bit of research, you can get decent people in there. So.
Yeah. So like I said, I am looking for a couple more. I love duplexes and I love to do that. You know, I'm not 100% if we're a good fit for each other, and it might not be the case. So I just want, you know, it sounds like you're a straight shooter.
Real cheap. I get it.
So at 150, let me ask you this. I was looking at the market. I was looking at what sold around you. It looks like 334
Yep.
Cutler Street sold for 150 nearby. And so, you know, that's kind of what it was on the market for. If I was to come in and pay that to alleviate some cash on cash return, would you own or finance it to me for a short term?
I guess it would depend on the down payment. So I have a land contract with a guy that I bought it from.
Okay.
And that's what I owe $19,000 on it,
Okay.
roughly, right around there. Which my balloon payment is May something. So
Of this coming year?
yes. Yep.
Nice. How much down would you be looking for? Over the 19, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Yep. I had one guy want to give me 50 down.
Okay.
But, you know, I didn't know if I was going to be able to get my money back out of him. So I was like, yeah, we'll hold off.
Right. That makes sense.
I mean, because I could literally just keep it and
Mhm.
get $1,000, a minimum $1,000 a month out of each side.
Right. Yeah, because my goal would be is if you could be the bank for me, we could work together rather than me having to go to the bank and get a bank loan to hold it long term and pay points and fees and all that stuff, and I could pay a little bit more. You know, we could do a balloon payment too. I wouldn't want to do 50 grand down though. I'd want to stay. I'd want to stay around, you know, 10 or 15% down.
10%. Let's see.
That would be
enough
15
to pay it
grand, which
off.
wouldn't be enough to pay it off. But if we came to like a $20,000 mark or $25,000 mark, I'd be willing to do something like that.
I guess you got to let me think about it and talk with my wife.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're not super interested
And
in
what
it.
what would be the terms?
You tell me. What would make you feel comfortable?
This one I had, I think it was 4-year land contract.
Yep.
It was a short term, just a short term, and then
Yep.
I paid him. My wife knows these answers. I don't. I think I was right around 6%.
Me and my wife are the same way. I'm like, what do we do again? 6%. Cool. So if we did like a 5-year term at 6%, something like that, and then a balloon payment at the end, would you be open to something like that?
I would be open to that. I think I would want a little bit more down in the 18 or 19.
Okay. Would you take 25 down?
I mean, that's just where I'm at. I mean, I could probably borrow against it and get a lot of equity out of it.
Right. No, absolutely. You have lots of options. It might not be, it might not be in your, you know, it might not be something you want to do to sell it to me. Right. But I know, you know, it might be, and it might fit. And if you still retain some cash flow and you didn't have to worry about the repairs or anything, I was to take that over. That'd be kind of cool. And then I could have a rental and pay you off and refinance it in a little bit of time. And it keeps my cash on cash a little bit lower.
I totally understand.
So
I guess let me talk to my wife about it, and I'll give you my email if you want to.
Yeah, what's your email?
And then send it to me.
Yeah, what's your email?
It's Kurt CURT.
Yep.
At Sailor Builders SAYLOR Builders BUILDERS.com. Kurt at SailorBuilders.com.
Let me ask you 2 more questions before I let you go, and then I know you're a busy guy. One. Yep. How do you think you and your wife are going to decide if this is a good decision or not?
We're just going to talk. So I bought that for my retirement.
Okay.
I'm 53 years old.
Nice.
So I plan on retiring when I'm 60, 62, somewhere's in there.
Okay.
And that was just on top of, you know, I've been a builder most of my life, and I've got some land and stuff like that. I mean, I don't have 401ks. Anything I've got it's property that's investments.
Yeah. You and me are the same. I'm the same way. I only got properties that are my investments.
So that's my retirement.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I know what it's worth. I know what it's going to be worth in 10 years, and I know what I can make off of, you know, $2,000 a month. But you got taxes, you got the, you know. So even if I make $1,500, clear of $1,500 a month, you know, 12 months a year times 10 years. I mean, I just paid for the house again already and still own it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it needs to be. I need to do something with it. I still have time. I don't have time right now to even mess with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So I've basically got to talk to my wife to see if that's what we're thinking we want to do, or if we want to keep it. I mean, Troy just moved out, and people have been blowing my phone up to buy the thing, you know. I mean, but usually they're people I don't even understand.
Right.
They're like people from a different country or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think they work for other people. Then they tell people, hey, this guy's that kind of thing. I don't really know how all that works.
That's typically how that
I don't know if you guys
works.
use a search engine or a company to find vacant properties. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we just go online and basically I have a criteria and can pull it because a lot of it's public. But yeah, that makes sense. Well, I totally understand. You know, you guys got to figure out if it's right for you. If you were to do this, what would the time frame be? Would it be like 3 months?
For what?
To sell? Like, what would your time? It doesn't sound like you're wanting to do it during the holidays. It sounds like this is going to be something a little bit farther.
It would be after the first year. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the big game, so
after the first. Cool.
Yep.
So around 150. So
Sometime
on a cash basis, I would probably need to be less than 150. So I think based on what you're telling me, you know, if you guys are open to owner finance, I think that's the option that we have. If you guys aren't, then it's probably not going to be a good fit for both of us. I'd want it for cheaper on a cash basis just from what we're doing. But if we can work an owner finance deal and do something reasonable down and a good interest rate and, you know, a term, I'm totally open to that. And I can refinance it after a little bit of time, and then I don't have to do a bridge loan and then refinance it. You know, I can get in, I can hold it and go that route. I'm super open to that if you guys are.
Nope. And that's another thing we're thinking about. Do I keep it, borrow $70,000 against it, which is an easy thing to do, and then do something with that money and run it out, and then that covers that. That still makes a little. We haven't decided really.
Yeah. You have lots of options. It's just deciding. Yeah, you have lots of options. It's just deciding what you want to do.
Yeah, it's just what I want to do and what I have time to mess with. That's what it really comes down to. It's just I just don't have time right now.
You're right. So let me ask you this: when do you want? I don't want to hound you, right? I don't want to be that guy. I'm not that guy who wants to blow you up.
And I appreciate it. So far, you've been the most decent guy to even talk to.
I appreciate
most of them are people that seriously. Most of the guys, the last 3 weeks, people have been calling me, blowing my phone up. I don't even know how they get my number. And then it's usually a foreigner. And then they say, "Well, I'm going to have this guy call you tomorrow," or something like that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So,
how all that works.
Cool. So when do you want me to touch base with you? You tell me, and I'll make sure to follow up with you.
You can get a hold of me next week. It's fine.
All right. So just is there a particular day or time, like morning, evening, night?
Just give me a call or text. What number did you call?
I'm calling. Let me switch back over. Hold on just a second. I called 269. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of nines in there. 269-9983-452. I messed that up somewhere.
That's my personal cell phone.
Okay,
throw
cool.
me a text.
Sweet. I'll send you a text then. This is my name's Ronald Walker again.
You can throw me an email. So.
Okay, cool. My name's Ronald Walker again. So I'll do that. I'll send you a text, and we can go from there. That way you have my number.
And if you want to, because I'm not writing anything down.
Yep.
So, if you want to throw me an email or a text saying, "Hey, this is who this is," just throw me out what would work for you.
Yep.
And then I could talk to my wife and explain exactly that route.
All right, I'll put together an email, and then I'll shoot it over to you.
Because I don't want to waste your time, and I don't,
Yeah, absolutely.
It might work and it might not.
Yeah, I got the notes here. I've been taking notes while I've been talking. So what I'll do is seriously, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of the notes. I'm going to send it to my assistant and be like, "Yo, this is what we're willing to do. Can you draft an email?" And then I'll have it sent out to you. And then you guys can talk about it. And if it works, I'll just give you a buzz next week. I'll send you a text once the email goes out, so you guys got it. And then next week we can just connect. And if it works, awesome. And if it doesn't, hey, at least we got to connect.
Hey, maybe we could do something else in the future together or something. Seriously, because that's really what I wanted to get into. Is just I just don't have time to mess with it right now.
Well,
that's my retirement.
Well, and on your side. And on your side, my brother is moving here actually in like 2 months, and my brother's a builder up in Alaska, and he's going to come down and work for me. So, so basically, we're going to be getting into builds and the development as well. So I'd love to, if we can switch information, maybe we can go and grab some coffee or grab a beer or something and kick it and see if there's a way for us to work together, bro.
What I would like to get into is multi-units, and I know not duplexes, but like
above,
six houses, 6 units and stuff. Yeah.
So I'm fairly familiar. I'm more familiar with like mobile home parks and storage units, but I got some buddies that are in the multi-unit. So I've got some connections in that world, and I know how it works. But we could definitely talk about that.
No, I'm open to that, seriously. So.
All right, cool. Well, then let's touch base next week. Let's touch base next week and see what we can do.
Yep, sounds good.
You're the man, Kurt. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Kurt. So that guy was pretty cool. Switch over to you guys. How you doing? Bam. Sweet. There are some people still watching me. It's crazy. What we got here? Any more comments? Nope. If you guys got any comments or you guys want to talk about anything or whatever, feel free to put it in. A lot of the stuff I don't actually pay attention to you guys live very much, so just let me know. All right. Come back here. Where's that guy? That was Kurt. I know some people take notes on the computer. That is not me. I have a really hard time. It's just easier for me to write it down and then transfer it. Sometimes I'll actually take a picture and send it to my assistant. So let's jump back in. We got one more call on the new leads. Let's see if this guy answers. Oh, I actually do have to do a follow-up on someone else. Nope, no answer. All right, so let's close the session. And I do have a call I have to make. So this one is a guy I already have under contract. I'm actually keeping this at 13 acres in Coopersville. It's actually a little bit close to my other brother that lives in Coopersville. I'm actually keeping this one for me. So I just need to follow up. They went to Florida last week and we put it under contract before they went to Florida. So I'm going to give them a buzz. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Jeff,
that's me.
did you get a suntan for me? This is Ronald Walker.
Oh, Ronald. No, I did not get a suntan. No, I cannot find a house down in Florida either.
Oh,
it's reasonable enough to purchase. And how you doing, buddy? Well, you must be calling me on a different number.
Yeah, this is my work number.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is my work number. This is my cell phone. So how are you doing? Did you guys enjoy your trip or no?
Oh, of course. Sure. It was great. The timeshare that we own, I think that's a great place.
Nice.
Man, I could almost just buy that and live there if I didn't want property.
Yeah. What, so you couldn't find anything while you were there?
Well, I found a realtor that's really looking well for me. I just spoke with him just a few minutes ago.
Nice.
So I talked with him. So he's doing some more looking.
Cool.
But on the other hand, my oldest son got upset with me.
Oh, really?
Because I was selling the property.
Okay.
I didn't, the last he told me he didn't want nothing to do with the property. He goes, well, things have changed a lot now. So.
Well, I'm excited about it, man.
I know you are. I know, and I want someone. I want it to go to someone excited like that. That's exactly right.
So I actually I told my other brother, I was like, hey man, I'm gonna have a place nearby, and the more I've been thinking about it, those two those two Connexes or the trailers. I love the way you got it set up just to have that stuff there and then backing up the land and everything. So
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really excited. So I just wanted to touch base and see when we could connect again, man, and maybe meet out there and figure out when to walk through that house.
Okay, yeah, I just got back last night. So
Oh, okay, no worries.
Today and through the weekend, it's going to be really.
Yeah, I was
really
thinking next
fun.
week sometime, maybe at the end of next week.
I have to find out what my son's talking about, why he doesn't want me to sell it. My oldest boy. Maybe he's got other plans. I mean, am I locked into this deal? You said I'm not, right? We said we were on negotiation, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I
mean, technically, we haven't closed yet, but we agreed to sell it to each other, so that's why I was excited, right? Like that we agreed to move forward. So I don't want to come between anything. I've already kind of moved forward with with the process. So that kind of makes me a little scared. You saying something like that?
I could talk to my attorney first, right?
Yeah.
And then I had to do all this when I got back.
Yeah.
And that we're not locked into nothing, but we can continue to try and move forward. Yeah. Okay. But I can't. Well, okay. I would never sign. You know that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Because with what we did, we basically just said, hey, we're you want to sell to me, I want to sell to you. Let's open title because we still got to do the trust stuff, right? And so all that stuff we're still going.
Let me talk to my oldest son if I know what's going on. I had no idea of that either, but
right.
I'm not backing out on you. I'm just not. Everything's just I got to do it right. Like I said,
I want you to do it right. I don't want you to. I don't want you to feel proud. I feel like we're off on the wrong foot right now. Like I want to just. I want us to be. I feel like you're like nervous about it because your son and dude. I'm totally open, right? I'm totally cool. I really want it. I like it. But I want us to be on the same page. I want us to get together. I really enjoyed hanging out with you and your family, and like we really want it. And so that's kind of where we're at.
It's been a family-orientated piece of property. I have had many family members out there, so I'm glad. I want it to go to somebody that has a family that loves it as much as we do. So you are the right person for it, but from what I'm hearing. I didn't want it to go to a developer just so that they could say, wow, look what we did.
Right.
Look at the money I made, so.
Well, and with where it's at, that is 100% my plan. I've literally been talking to my wife and her, we're keeping that in our family. We're not selling that. I actually told my team, they asked me, what are we doing with this? And I was like, hey, I'm keeping that. Take that off. Take that out from in front of you. So
it's just beautiful there, isn't it? Yeah. And then you drive through the town that's only 3 miles away, and you realize, what you really have then. You know what I mean? It isn't just the property you're buying. You're buying what you're by as well. The stores are so close by, but yet you're still out of that noisy city.
Yeah.
It's just been a great piece of property.
Yeah. And like what we were talking about before with the hunting land right behind it, and even how you guys had the blinds set up on your property.
I need to go talk to that guy because I don't know if he'll sell it to you if I let that property go. So I want to go talk to him, see if I can't. So there's the next, I know what he's going to do. He's going to sell it to his workers.
Well, what we could do.
If I still own the land, I hold first chance on that property.
Yeah, well, maybe what we could do is if you talk to him, and if you said maybe we could all go up and maybe we could work something out between the three of us because I know you like it as hunting land. Maybe we all could come to a mutual thing where we could all use it.
Well, the problem is if right now he's going through a bankruptcy thing. Mm-hmm. He's upside down with, because he's a huge farmer. He has maybe 8,000 head of cows that he milks every day.
Yep. That's
We're talking about a big farmer. And somehow he got upside down with a bank, and the bank's calling on notes or whatever. So he can't do anything right now.
Okay.
Not till he gets this thing resolved. Otherwise, I would have already closed the deal with him.
Yeah.
The problem right now is he's tied up with banks till he gets through this bankruptcy thing.
Yeah.
And if he winds up holding everything, then we have a chance of getting that property. And if he loses it, I don't know what that means. And that means the bank's going to try and get whatever they can out of anything they can, I guess.
Right. But well, and I know while someone's in bankruptcy like that, like I know some ways to make sure, even if it's possible he could lose it, I know how to circumvent and get things out of bankruptcy so people don't have to lose their stuff. I've done
Oh,
that.
I
I've
don't
done
know.
that like
This is-
3 times in the
You're-
last 8 years.
You're
So,
talking millions of dollars. We're
well,
not
I'm talking about
40
removing.
acres or 80.
Well, I'm talking about there's ways to remove, like if that piece of property's on it, we're talking like we could remove that from the bankruptcy.
This is so big. This is so big. There's like 6 banks involved. Big
Mhm.
banks. There's like 6 banks. It's huge. It's a huge mess.
That's crazy.
It's a huge. I don't know. I asked him if there's anything I could do to help him, and he said no. He goes, no. He
Yeah.
laughed at me. He goes, no. This is way out there. He goes, this is business. He goes, this is just business. This
Right.
is how you do business when you want to be big.
Right.
He goes, this is all about millions of dollars. This ain't no. He goes, this isn't a little. There's no Band-Aid fix, or no one is going to step in and be able to take care of this one. I just got to work it out with the banks and try and move forward.
Yeah.
So that's what he's working on. I did have a good conversation with the guy though.
Yeah.
Before I left the notification.
Okay.
So
what's
we'll
the
talk.
so
We'll
catch
get-
me up to
let's get
speed
back
on your
to-
plan. What's the plan? What's the plan moving forward?
All right,
What are you
what
thinking?
The plan needs to be, I need to spend today and Monday getting things back together because I was gone for a week.
Yep.
You know, I've got doctors with my son. I've got a business down there. I have a wall that was pulled together and something went wrong, I guess. I'm going down to check on that on a rental property in town here.
Okay.
I have to go check on that. So let's say Tuesday morning. Tuesday, whenever you're free Tuesday, let's get together.
All
Let's
right.
get back together. Let's go talk this over again. And that'll give me time this weekend to talk to my other son, my oldest son that has been changing his mind.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's so you want me to just call you Tuesday and see if we can get together on Tuesday?
Yeah. Yep. Let's hook something up for Tuesday and we'll talk again.
All right,
Okay?
I like it. One more question before I let you go. I know you got a lot
Okay.
going on with what you said. Is there anything I can do to help? Like just on a
Man,
personal
I
note,
appreciate
or
you. Look at you. You're a good person. You're really good to heart. You know, I like that. I love that in people. No, not right now. Let's see where I'm at. You know.
yeah. So let's
Maybe I
connect
have
on
to try your
Tuesday.
rental house, too.
Yeah, let's connect on Tuesday. We'll call and then I'll drive out there and we can connect. Maybe I'll buy you a drink or coffee or we'll do
There you
something.
go. I'm probably gonna need something by then.
There you go. You're gonna have to calm
That's
down
good.
from your vacation, bro.
I know. What a nice vacation, though. We had a good vacation.
I'm
My
glad.
wife was happy. She gets.
Did your son
I
enjoy
did
it?
look at a house and I didn't take him.
Oh,
He
you didn't
him.
take him. Okay.
No, I can't take. I can't put him on. Last time I put him on a plane, the pilot and me broke his leg trying to get him back in his
Oh
wheelchair.
no.
Oh yeah, we dropped him on the floor. It was a mess.
I'm
I
sorry to
wound up
hear
dealing
that.
with that. And then the airplane, they busted his controller off his electric wheelchair. I mean, it was a mess. It was a hot mess. So
Yeah.
no, he's not flying no more. He's just too big to try and move from a wheelchair to a seat.
Right. No, that makes
Too
sense. That makes sense. You just got to drive. Do it that way.
I'll drive him. Right, absolutely correct. We'll just drive down. And I did look at a house, and I'm thinking of putting an offer in on the house. So we may have found one, but the price was just way out there.
Really? Okay.
You start talking $380,000 for a house. Come on.
Okay.
Really? It's out in the country, kind of, with a well.
Wow. It's crazy.
So and that's just a house.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, really? And I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to live in Florida this bad. The cold isn't feeling that bad when you're sitting inside in front of a furnace and you're looking out the window watching it snow. It doesn't seem that bad.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Well, and the
I'm not out in the
snow, apart from the cold, I mean, if you're inside and you're warm, it's pretty.
I know. That's what I said. I dealt with people down in Florida in this last week that have never seen snow unless it was on TV.
Really?
They've never experienced it. So yeah.
You know, it's
There's
funny.
people
When
in
I
that
was
world.
when I was in college, I had a roommate from Florida, and when I was in Texas, and it snowed one time in Texas. He's like, I've never seen snow. I was like, dude, I grew up in Alaska. I grew up in the snow. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's so funny. So, all right, man. Well, hey, I don't want to bug you too much more. I know you got a lot to do, but
No.
hey, if there is
I'll give
something,
you a call if something changes between now and then. But let's plan on Tuesday.
Yep.
Give me a holler. Let's get together.
yeah, let's do it. And then if something changes, bro, or if you do figure out, hey, I could use some help here, dude, I'm available. Just give me a buzz and I'll help you out.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
All right, you're the man, Jeff. Thank you.
All right, Rebel.
Bye. Sweet. So that, I don't know if you guys heard that. So stuff like that happens frequently. And this particular deal is something that I want to keep personally. It's 13 acres in Coopersville. It's right next to hunting land. He's got some storage up. It's got a nice pole barn. And we're doing an owner finance on it. And then there's a house that is currently rented out. So I'm planning on keeping it. But he went to Florida last week to hang out with family. We did put it under contract. We're moving forward. We're doing a trust and we're kind of setting things up creatively. But as you guys noticed, when I called him, he was real defensive. He was actually nervous about my call. He even said, "Hey, I'm not locked in anything. I'm not there." And what you don't want to do is you don't want to press these people, right? You don't want to press them, be like, "No, you're locked in." Like that's how things will go sideways. Instead, just, dude, I feel like we got on the wrong foot. I thought we were on the same team. Like, what's going on? And just allow them to talk and make them, just be a human, right? If you had run in the situation, how would you want someone to treat you? And so just think about that, right? Like how would you want someone to treat you? So, and just talk to them. Don't force your thing. Don't be afraid of losing the deal. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? 1 week ago, I didn't have this deal under contract, right? If you like, I understand if you've never done a deal before and it's like writing on your life. I get that. Right. I get that. Hey, this deal could change my life. This is that. At the same time, you got to remember, we're here to help people, right? Like people want to sell to us. Are you the type of guy they want to sell to? Are you the type of girl they want to sell to? We want to hold people to their agreements and what they agreed upon and not let them back out. But that doesn't mean like pressing them, like give them an out. Hey, I understand. But don't you think the right thing is blank? Right. Like, hey, I'm struggling because I want the property and I've committed resources. And now you're back and like, what's the right thing to do here? Can we work together? And he wants to talk to his family. He owns a business. He's got a lot going on. But really good guy. I actually met him in person and I got to know his son, and his son has some, there's some hardships there. And it was just really cool being able to hang out with them and their family. So, cool stuff. I felt like that was a good call that you guys should listen to again, because we had a really good relationship. He came in, he was super nervous about the call. You could tell he was defensive, and we got past that, right? Like, hey, I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot, man. We're on the same team. We started talking about lawyers, and it's like, hey, we're on the same team. We're trying to do all this together. So, that was good. Let's see. I'm actually going to call this guy. This guy told me he didn't have time to sell his duplex in Grand Rapids 2 weeks ago. I'm going to reach back out to him. So I made it through my new leads this morning. There's only 8. Now I'm just doing a couple follow-ups. I'll jump into my cultivatings, things that we're cultivating to try to buy here on the dialer here in a little bit.
Hello?
Julius, it's Ronald Walker.
It's who, sir?
It's Ronald Walker. You remember me? We talked about your duplex.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm in a meeting right now. So, Ronald, call me a little later, maybe after 1 o'clock.
Let's make it happen, man. Go back to your meeting.
Right. Thanks, man.
Bye. Boom. He's in a meeting. Whether he is or not, it's fine. But he said he was crazy busy last time I spoke to him too. So he said the Christmas season was crazy, but I want to stay in front of him, right? One of the things that a lot of people fail at, it's a really overgeneralization, isn't it? A lot of people fail at, but I think it's true, is you don't know how to follow up. You don't know how to touch base back with somebody when they say, hey, call me in a week. Hey, call me here. It feels weird just calling and, hey, you ready to sell, right? That's super weird. So, but at the same time, you want to be transparent. Like, dude, the reason I'm calling you is because I'm interested in your property, right? If you don't want me to call you, I'm not going to call you. And so that can be but you just touch base. Hey, blah, remember we talked? They probably don't. And they're like, and you're like, dude, we talked about your duplex. And they're like, oh, you, okay. And you just touch base and you work with them. So Same thing with like buyers, right? Like if you're wholesaling properties, buyers, or real estate agents, just touch base with people. Like this is a relationship game. And the more that you can be a human and the more that you can connect and look for ways for that person to win and you to win, it's great. Like I'm picking up properties right now, right? So we're trying to put them under contract. We're working these leads. But when I'm turning around and selling to a buyer, it's like, yo, I'm helping the seller out. Like this is what's happening. I'm looking to wholesale it. I know you're looking to buy. These are the properties you've bought in the past. Here's one that fits similar, right? And you just throw it out to them and let them decide and just say, hey, I think you could make some money on this. That's the way to do it. Whatever their strategy is, you just make it fit. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. That doesn't mean you don't ask. Hey, if I was to do this, would you be able to do that? Hey, why can't you do this? Well, I'm seeing these numbers. What are you seeing? Like you can work it out, but don't just shut things down or be afraid. Like tell people what you want. If I had one key piece of advice in this whole business, guys, just tell people what you want. Tell people why you're calling them. Yo, I'm calling you because I want to buy your property and I want to make some money, right? Like that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do it before Christmas. Hey, I'm trying to do it before the end of the month. I'm trying to do it before, whatever holiday's coming up, right? Just make it easy. I'm going to jump into the dialer again. Let's see. Cultivating. Let's see where we're at with this. All right, there's a lot here. What's up, guys? We've been on here for a while. It's pretty sweet.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, is this
Yeah.
Marlene?
Yeah.
Hey, Marlene, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on Maple Avenue in Kalamazoo.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were interested in selling that property or no.
No.
No, you don't want to sell?
No.
Okay. Well, then you have a wonderful day and a happy holiday.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was pretty easy. Let's go over here. Marlene Elwell. Not interested. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so I think that's really what it is. Just follow up with people. Like even these people I'm doing now, like we've talked to them at some point in the past, and they just weren't ready yet. And a lot of times selling is timing. One of the properties I showed you guys that I picked up earlier in Muskegon, I spoke to that guy last Christmas, like a year ago. I spoke to him, and we just put it under contract yesterday. Like this game sometimes is a follow-up game, and we put it under contract for $7,000 less than what I spoke to him a year ago for. And so I think a year ago we were at 35 and we just put it under contract for 28, I think. So a lot of this is just a follow-up. Hey, is Annette there?
This is her.
Hey, Annette, this is Ronald Walker. I'm calling you about your property on Withy Street.
Yes.
Are you interested in selling that property or no?
No.
No, you don't want to sell? Okay. Would there be any reason you'd sell in the near future or no? You're just going to stay there?
Probably in the future.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, how far in the future? Like a couple months, years? What are you thinking? Because I'm looking for property in Grand Rapids right now. So if you're open, I'd love to buy it, but it doesn't sound like you are.
Probably in a year.
In a year? Okay. Okay. Well, how about this? Why don't we touch base and we can talk about that? Are you planning on moving to another place or what?
No, not right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. You have a happy holiday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye. So that one we actually have to talk to her son. That lady, she can't make decision. We actually have a whole notes in here. We can't actually talk to her about, I mean, we can, she's the owner, but it's her son. that we've actually been talking to because he's got power of attorney, and she's a little bit older. So there's actually notes in here that we're supposed to follow up with her in a couple months. So let's keep going. Let's see. The other thing, guys, when you guys are doing this, whether you're new or experienced in doing, just buying properties, one of the things that really will give you confidence, because I think a big part of acquisitions is just confidence. It's confidence in numbers. It's confidence in your ability to close. It's confidence in your process. And if you have the confidence to talk to people and work out deals, you will be in a much better position to negotiate. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Scott?
It is.
Hey, Scott, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on Tyler Street, a road in Muskegon.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to sell that property or no?
I do. I decided to wait till after the holidays or spring even.
Okay. No problem. I'm looking for something before Christmas, so I think we're misaligned at that point, but I don't mind following up in the future.
All right, sure, yeah.
Cool. So do you want me to call like beginning of the year, or what's kind of your time frame? What does that look like?
Let's try a couple weeks after the first of the year.
All right, I'll do a couple weeks after the first of the year. My name's Ronald Walker, by the way. I'm a local investor, so I'm looking for a couple properties.
Okay.
All right, you're the man, Scott. Thank you. Happy holiday.
You too. Bye.
Bye. But the confidence to go into the negotiation is just key, right? Being able to know, hey, I can talk to them. I have the ability. I'm not just hoping. And even if you are hoping, having confidence and trust in the process, right? That investors want to buy this if you are wholesaling. And just that confidence of, hey, I am a person that can pull this together and will pull this together if I can, I think is absolutely critical, right? As you're working with them. So let me see. Holy cow. I'm getting blown up. Sorry, I'm getting blown up over here. Melvin?
Hello?
Melvin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Hey, I was calling about your property on Amity. This is Ronald Walker.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to sell that? It sounds like you do not want to have this conversation, man. Do you want to sell that?
Not right. I'm in the process of leaving. I'm walking out my door right as I speak.
Oh, you're leaving home right now. So this is not a good time.
No.
What's a better
But
time?
you call me Monday.
Monday. I'll call you Monday, Melvin.
All right.
All right. You're the man. Thanks, man. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. All right. Let's see. All right. Melvin Harris. Give me just a minute, guys. Trying to find this guy. Melvin Harris. There we go. So what I like to do, someone asked me, how do I keep track of when to call people back, right? That's a great question. And so what we do, so let me see if I can, I'll share my screen with you guys real quick. So go like this. Look at that. It's all windows. So what we do is in Podio, I have like last contact date. So we spoke to him a month ago. It says November. November. We're in December. So last contact date. So what you come in here is just put today, right? So this is the day that we talked to him, and you updated that, and then hey, the follow-up date, and then do the follow-up date. So he said Monday. I think he said Monday. Anyway, if he didn't, I'm calling him Monday. You put the follow-up date, and then what we can do is I can filter all the follow-ups for Monday every day, and we can actually go into, so like in smartphone, I can go in and I can create a campaign. And so that campaign allows me to pick everything that was a follow-up for that day. And then I can just go through a smartphone campaign rather than doing manual dials, and I can blow through my follow-ups rather than me just picking up my phone and dialing them and leaving the message. Like I got my message automatically programmed. I've got all of that, so I can hit the dialer and we can just go through it. And then once those are done and once the new leads are done, which you guys have been seeing me do, then I can come in, and if you guys see here, like on the side, like my leads, like I got 2,800 leads. There's 288 that we've attempted. We've got 40 hot leads. We've got 153 warm, right? Like this is what we're working. And so that's where, you know, things get, where you're just working. You just got a system that you can use and you can do over and over again. So I totally recommend that because it'll streamline everything you're doing with your calls. It'll make it a lot easier. So let's jump back in.
1 6 8 3 6.
Just hang up on that guy. And just kind of go that route, right? And just see what it is. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in to this. I want to keep going because I'd love to end Friday with a contract or at least a verbal agreement, right?
You reached the voicemail of Rick Wendorf. At the tone, please leave your name and number in a
play again. And that way we can we can pick something up. You don't pick up things every day, right? It's back and forth. Yesterday was an exceptionally good day. If you guys didn't get to see that recording, I'd go back because there was some really good conversations yesterday. But it's all about just we're digging for gold. Some days you find some days you just hit rocks. But if you have a good attitude and we just keep plugging away, we can find something. So I like that. Has anybody put any comments or anything? Nope, no comments. I do have some private messages. Have this, let's see. Modesto. Cool. I actually got to follow up with some JV leads too, which I'll do here in a little bit. I'm going to let this call through. I'm on the dialer, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, it's just playing in the background. So
good morning, Michigan Lead. This is Jody.
Yeah, I'm looking. You said this is Jody. I'm looking for Jody about a property.
Oh, that's me too, probably.
Okay. About 2nd Street. My name's Ronald Walker. I'm just calling about in Maurice.
Oh, yes. Actually, we have an offer pending.
Oh, you do? Okay. Do you have any others that you're looking to sell or no?
Do I have any others?
Yeah, any other properties?
That's the last one. I had 3.
Oh, nice.
And yep, I sold the other 2, and this is the last one.
Well, congratulations on selling that one and getting it gone. So I'm looking for one before Christmas myself. So I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I know it's hard and tough sometimes to find them.
Hey, it's all right. I'm a tiger in the woods. I'll find something. I know we will.
There you go. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, Jody. Have a happy holiday.
Thanks, you too.
Bye. Stuff like that. Super cool for her. I mean, she got it sold, right? But things like that freak me out. And the reason why, she sold that property to somebody else. What the freaking heck, right? Like someone else. This stuff should burn in your bones when stuff like that happens, guys. Like I'm dead freaking serious. She sold that property to somebody else. It's under contract. It's pending. And we didn't get it. It's been in my system. It's been in my system for a month, right? It's been in my system for a month. The leads are, let me just look at this. She's owned it for 23 years. She had a tenant in the property that was leasing it for $600 a month. It was worth $120. right? She was looking to get it. She was open to owner financing. It doesn't have any condition, foundation issues, doesn't have a basement or anything like that. She wanted to move as soon as possible, and she's moving to Texas, but we weren't able to convert it. Ugh. Anyway, that stuff pisses me off. If that stuff doesn't piss you guys off, like, that's a problem, because I do not like that. That means we weren't able to convert, which happens, right? There's going to be deals you can't convert, but still, that's why I have a bucket here sold to somebody else, right? When we talk to them, I got 2,000 leads, and in that bucket, there's 53 people that sold to somebody else. It could have been before we talked to them too, and all that, but that stuff should just be a fire in your bones. So anyway, let's keep going.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Whew. Got me all upset, guys. Let's see. Let's get it. See what we can do. See what we can do. I guess I got to start the dialer again. Make sure it's going. It's funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine last night, or like yesterday evening or so, and we were going over some of his stuff in his system. And
Hello?
hi, is this Bam? Yeah, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property in Lansing on Roseneath.
Yeah.
Do you want to sell that property or no? I'm interested in buying a couple property. I'm a local real estate investor, and so I'm just reaching out to some people and trying to see who's interested in selling and who's not.
Alrighty. I mean, for the right price, sure.
Okay, what price do you want?
Geez, I've got something written down in the car that I went through. I mean, I'm a realtor also.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe we can work together, even if it's not on this property. I love working with realtors, especially if you find something that's a good investment. So I'm looking to make money. I'm an investor, right? So I'd either hold it or fix it up and resell it. Do you have any idea what you would take for that one or no? Because I know
I've got something written down in the car. I can call you back in a little bit. I'm on my way out for a couple of closings right now.
Okay. What tell me about the inside of the property. What's the condition look like?
They're not like in need of major rehab.
Yeah.
Both of them have newer furnaces. Hot water heaters aren't too old.
Okay.
2 bedroom, 1 bath.
Yep. Actually, I just flipped a property on High Street right around the corner from you, so I'm familiar with the area.
Oh, okay.
So I bought the one and I don't know exactly what yours looks like. It's this blue house, right?
Right. No, you know what? People never know the color of that house. It's actually green.
Oh, the picture looks blue.
You know what? Everyone comes with a different color, so it's like I don't even think we should talk about the color of it because no one knows what color it is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So.
But there's a green and a white house. I own 1531 and 1535.
Okay.
I tell you what, can I call you back in 5 minutes?
Yeah, call me back. Yep.
Right when I get back in. Okay.
Yep, call me back.
Yep.
Bye. Bam Monroe, 15 Roneath. 15 Roneath. That is actually not the one I was looking at on Automator. I don't know. Oh, it pulled up the other house I was talking about. Sometimes Automator does that. I actually did just flip a house on High Street right next to this property. So the house I flipped, it was, let's see, It was like 3 blocks over. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to find it actually. No, it was like 5 blocks over. So it was not very far from where she's at, the one that I flipped. We bought that one for 15. It says the house is worth like 40. So we bought it for 15. It looks like a lot of them are selling between 15 and 20s. Actually, I think we bought that one for 10, if I remember right. So we'll see. She'll call me. It'll probably come to my cell phone when she calls because it'll forward because it doesn't ring on the computer with me being in the dialer. So anyway, I was talking to my buddy and we were going through his marketing. And as we're going through his marketing, he at the top, there's a little icon from his open windows of a service called Notion, which I use for Dungeons and Dragons. I play Dungeons and Dragons almost every week. And I run a game and I create a world and stuff. So anyway, I was like, dude, isn't Notion sweet? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he clicks on it and it was REI Sift. It was a data management software. And I didn't realize that they use it, which is Tyler Austin. That's his company. I didn't realize that they use Notion, which was super cool because I use it for, like I said, I use it for my world building and the world that I build and stuff that on that end. So it's just kind of a funny story as we're coming through and he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Don't you like that? I thought he used it for real estate. And he's like, no, he clicked on it. He's like, I don't even know what that is. So anyway, shout out to REI Sift. I actually use their stuff too for all my data management for my leads. So when you pull lists from any service, you can pull it from List Source, you can pull it from PropStream, you can pull it from county data, you could get raw data. If you use a data management software, actually this is that lady. Hold on. This is Ronnie. Bam, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we are. Awesome. Can you hear me?
Who is this?
This is Ronald Walker.
Oh.
Who's this? Is this Bam?
I just came through my phone.
I was calling about a house.
Okay.
Let me look it up. Let me what was your name again?
Templeton.
Templeton. Hold on just a second. Let me pull it back up. As I'm literally this morning, I am calling people because I'm looking to buy. I'm a real estate investor locally. I'm looking to buy houses here in the greater Grand Rapids area. And I'm just calling. I can't find you. I can't find you based on your phone number. Do you have a house you'd be interested in selling? No, you don't want to sell?
I will later on, probably.
Okay, like after Christmas later on or in a couple years?
Yeah, after Christmas.
All right, cool. Catch me up to speed. What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to move or is it a second property or what's going on?
No. I just have some properties that I'm going to try to get rid of.
Gotcha. So it's just like an investment property for you too.
Right.
Okay. What's the address?
Right now, I prefer not to get that out.
Okay. I have it in my system if I was going. I just wanted to look you up in my system so that way I could mark you so I don't accidentally call you back again, during Christmas. You're like, hey, I just spoke to you, told you I wasn't interested.
Oh, yeah. But I'll have probably after Christmas, I'll have something.
Okay. And this is this Catherine?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I found it. It's the one in Lansing on Hillburn is the one I was actually calling about.
Okay, I got two on here.
Okay. Yeah, the one I got that I was looking at is 4008.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So what I'll do, Catherine, is I'll put you in. I'll call you after Christmas so you guys can have a good holiday, and then maybe we could touch base. And if you guys want to sell, do you have a price in mind that you guys were going to ask?
No, I haven't thought about it right now.
Okay. No worries. Well, it sounds like there's a lot going on with the holidays and different stuff, so I don't want to bug you, but I appreciate you taking the call, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Sweet. I thought that was Bam. That was my fault. So she, I'm gonna do follow up. Let's put, we can do Monday after Christmas. Cool. And then I'm gonna keep that cultivating. All right. Let's keep going. That other lady's supposed to call me back. So she said she would call. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You guys know how this is. But if it does, it'll come to my cell phone because I have it forwarded to there while I'm doing this. So can you guys hear my son racing his cars upstairs? By the way, I don't know if you guys know the reason why my kids, so we actually homeschool them. So that's why they're here at the house. And, you know, sometimes they're louder than others. You know how it is. That's actually my 3-year-old. So he's got little cars. So.
Hello?
Is this Alex?
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on Lincoln Avenue.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Do you want to sell that or no?
What do you have in mind?
I'd love to buy it. You know, if I don't know exactly what it looks like, but would you be open to a cash offer? What do you want for it?
I'd have to think about that. I don't know, maybe. So let me think on it, and this is a good number to call you back at.
Yeah, this is my cell phone number, so you can give me a buzz at if you're interested. But it sounds like you're not. I don't want to hound you. Like if you don't want me to call you, I don't want to just call you over and over thinking
Right.
maybe
No,
you're interested.
I've been thinking about it actually. But the market's kind of crazy, so you know, I don't know. It's just been a thought. So let me actually think about it and like look at some things, and then I will probably call you back.
All right, that sounds good, man. Yeah, just give me a buzz. I'm trying to find something before Christmas so we could start at the beginning of the year. So if that happens, I'd love to do it. But if not, that's cool too, man. So if I don't hear from you, I'll just touch base, but I don't want to hound you, okay?
Yep.
All right, cool. I appreciate it, man.
Yep, have a good one, man.
Thanks, Alex. Bye. That lady actually did try calling me back, so hold on. So I'm going to close this session. All right, 8-3. Let's see. I didn't answer it because I was on the phone, but I think this was banned. No, that's a different guy. Oh, well. Well, I'm just going to go and keep going. Oh, crap. I hope that did not start. Okay, good. Oh. The reason why I brought Notion up is I pulled it up on my phone, so.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Daniel?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Daniel, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on 13 Mile, Sparta.
Well, what about it?
I was wondering if you would be interested in selling that property or not, if you wanted to sell it.
No, it's my home.
It's your home. You don't want to sell, huh? Well, that's totally understandable. I'm a local investor. I'm looking for my next property to buy, so I'm calling around.
All right. Sorry I can't help you.
Yeah, no problem, man. You have a happy holiday, all right?
Yep, you too.
Bye. All right, Daniel. Also, so these properties, when they go not interested, if you guys can set up a follow-up system, which is like a text follow-up, especially if you can do it in Podio, you can come in and so like I'll put not interested. Then I come into a follow-up template and I'll actually do a not interested template and then I'll start it. So what happens is it'll send text message. I actually have 10 items. It'll send text messages to him. Ah, crap. I gotta click this. I gotta remove this. I made a mistake. So you can do a template, so they'll auto follow up, right? Someone who says they're not interested, at some point they said, hey, I'm open, right? At some point they said that. So if you select a not interested template like these, they'll get a text message from me in 60 days, right? And then it'll continue for 2 years, just at periodic points through the time. And so that way you're just following up. And then I have it where if someone sends a text to one of my Podio numbers, it'll pop up. I have a dashboard. I can actually show you guys so you can see. So we have actually, do I want to show you? Because I got some other stuff here. I might not, because I got some other sensitive stuff in this dashboard. But I have this thing where it says new SMS text messaging. And that new SMS text messaging is actually, let me see if I can move this. I'm going to move this down. I'll show you guys. There's not very many people on here anyway. You might watch it in the past, but so whoever is watching, you guys can see this. I'll show you real quick. So activity. So right here, if anybody texts me back, we watch these text messages like a hawk, and it'll say new, and it'll tell me how many are there. So I can click in it, and then it'll go to all the leads that have sent me a text message back, and then we can respond to them. That works fantastic. We've gotten 4 new leads, by the way, this morning. That works fantastic for follow-up. That way, when you're working the leads, you can just constantly follow up, and you can even have a virtual assistant go in there and make sure that they're like updated and that they send out a text message. You can do it right from the system. So that's cool when you get it set up that way. That way it can work for you guys and make it easy. But I'm getting kind of tired.
Hello.
Hey, is Ed there?
This is Ed.
Hey, Ed, this is Ronald Walker. I was calling about your property on Beechwood in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Do you want to sell that property?
How much you want to give me for it?
What do you want for it?
185.
185. Are you flexible on that price, or no, if I give you a cash deal?
Well, I don't know. I've already got one purchase agreement signed, so you got to beat that.
Oh, man, you already have it under contract?
Well, it's just a purchase agreement. I mean, I ain't heard from them yet, but it's 168 for that, unless you can beat it.
168 for your current one. Yeah, I mean, if it's under contract, I mean, you can't technically break a contract, so I'm kind of late to the game, bro. But I'd love to buy it. Do you think that guy's going to fulfill with purchasing it or no?
I don't know yet. I haven't heard from him since we signed it.
How long ago was that?
We got to, 1st of February on that purchase agreement.
Okay, that's a long time.
I think it was. I'd have to find it, but I think it was it was a 90-day when I signed it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a long time for a 90-day. I mean, if I'm trying to buy something before Christmas. Like I'm an investor. I'm dead set on trying to do it. I can't come in and technically put it under contract if you have another contract in place and you're locked into selling it. But I want to buy a property, bro.
But the only thing this house really needs yet is a new kitchen and bathroom, and finish up the living room wall and carpet and touch up the rest of it.
Do you live there or no?
We're living here, but we're getting ready to move out.
Okay. When are you guys moving out? Before Christmas or after?
Before.
Nice.
And see, the house has got, since 2014, the house has got a new roof, new windows, new siding, new furnace, new hot water heater. Electricity's up to code, and just got done re-insulating the attic.
Dude, you put a lot of work into it. Good job. That's awesome. Sounds like a nice place.
That's why. Well, it can be when the kitchen and bathroom are done.
Yeah. Well, I'm super interested, and if you guys are moving out and waiting until February, I mean, I don't know exactly what that purchase agreement is, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I'm, if you haven't heard from them and you don't know if they're moving forward or whatever, I'm super interested in buying. I could come in. Would you give me a better price than what they're giving you? Could I come in if I could make it easier and quicker for you? Could I get a little bit better of a price and sweeten the pot?
Maybe we'll have to see.
What would you be willing to give it to me for if I was to come in and I could close before Christmas and get you the money? Would you give it to me for a little bit cheaper than what you talked to them about?
Well, we're going to be moved out by Christmas, but we're not going to have everything out of here by Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I got a barn out there full of shit.
Right. Is it a pole barn?
Yeah, it's not. I call it a barn. It's more of a 20 by 24 garage.
Mm-hmm.
It's freestanding. It's a garage by itself.
Yep. So if we were to close, you were to be out of the house, but I let you, I gave you a month to get that stuff out of the garage, so you guys had some time. Would that work?
Hey, Mike, he says a month to get that garage cleaned out. I might see the floor in a month.
It's that messy, huh?
That's where everything got stored over the ages.
Wow.
I've been in this house for 23 years. I've been here for 23 years.
Okay. Do you want to take all that stuff? Like, are you planning on taking it all or no?
No.
So if I just let you just leave it there and I trashed it out, are you cool with that?
Because I'm taking all my tools.
Yep.
I'm taking all my drill presses and power tools.
Yep.
I'm taking my motorcycle table.
Yep.
And then there's also a tower, 50-foot tower and antenna I'm taking down.
Nice.
And I'm not leaving my tower behind for my antenna.
Right.
I would say, you know what? I don't think we're going to be able to do anything before Christmas, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But,
that's cool.
You might want to try hitting me up. After Christmas and see where we're at.
Right. Well, with this other contract in place, do you think, like, how long ago did you sign it if you haven't heard from it? So my concern is, one, there's two things going through my head. I'll just be straight with you. All right. One, obviously you have a contract. Two, if they're not actually serious in buying, I have the money and I'm dead serious. Like, I'm looking for my next property right now. I'm a tiger in the woods. That's why I'm calling around. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time or do any of that. Like, I'm legit looking for a property. I'm a local guy. I live pretty close. I live over by the Highlands in Blandford. I'm not too far from you. So I guess my question is, because you're over on Plainfield, do you think this guy's going to close or no?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That's why I said maybe give me till after Christmas and see what happens with these people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When's the last time you heard from him?
I think about see my emails here. I think about 2 weeks ago when I heard from him.
Okay.
I heard from somebody else within his search through the title company.
Yep.
But at the time, I was in the middle of my restructuring, my credit restructuring too. So I don't know where they're at with that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, like I said, so why don't we do this? Why don't you touch base with them? Do you mind if I because I'd be super interested in buying that property, bro. Like, I'm serious. I'd love to come in. I don't want to do anything crazy, with them. If they've got it, they have the right to it at this point because you signed a contract with them. But if they're not serious,
right,
I could make this real easy for you where it could be a cash transaction. And that area, I'm trying to pick up a property there. So if we could do a good deal, I can make it simple for you. We could come in right around where you have a contract with them. Maybe you'd be nice to me and give it to me for a couple $1,000s cheaper. And maybe not. Maybe we'll figure it out. But I would. I'm a local guy, bro. I could meet you. I could shake your hand, and we could figure out if we could do business. And you could say you support family-owned business, right? You could leave with a chip on your shoulder.
Right. Looking at my emails here, it was November 4th when we signed that purchase agreement with them.
Is it anybody I know? November 4th. That was a long time ago. Anybody I know?
Jeremy Eck, EHRKE.
I don't know. I don't actually know him. I know a lot of the guys in town. I don't actually know him.
Let me go into the link here and see if I can get into it here. I can't sign in. I have to get sign in a new password. Yeah, give me a couple weeks or after Christmas, I think, then.
All right. Why don't you call that guy back, and I'll just follow up with you and touch base. And like I said, I'm knock on wood, I'm really interested in it. Sound good? Oh, we got disconnected. Cool. Well, that one. That one looks like someone beat us to the punch again. This is why you got to follow up, guys. Oh my goodness. When do we talk to this guy? He would even take sub 2 when we talked to him. He was 65, his monthly payment. Guys, that one, I'm going to have to get my acquisition coordinator hell about that one, because that deal's worth $280. It's probably worth as is. If that's a wholesaler, Jeremy Erke. If anybody knows who he is, I'd love to touch base with him. If any of you guys know who he is here in Grand Rapids, I've not met him. 170. Yeah, I would say cash prices are 170, 187. There's a couple that are super cheap, like 130s. He has 90 days. Good job, Jeremy, bro. If you're on here, good job getting just a long contract on that. Dude, he's been in our system for a while. He came in and got under us. He did better than we did. We weren't able to convert him. Jeremy walked in right at the right time. Put him under contract 2 weeks ago. We have it. Let me see when he became a lead in my system. Guys, stuff like this. This is why you got to be on top of it. October 21st. That's when we got this dude. He told us he wanted to talk to his family about it. That was the rebuttal we couldn't get over. Man, that stuff just freaking fires me up. That was a good deal. That would be, I mean, if he said he wanted 158 grand cash. Jeremy offered 168. He told me, since he hasn't talked to Jeremy, I mean, he basically said, I would sweeten the pot for you if you could close, right? But he's like, dude, I got this contract that I bolstered. I don't want to circumvent another guy. I wouldn't want a guy to circumvent me. So, but I'm going to follow up, right? If Jeremy's just jerking this dude around, which, hey, you could say that about me, and he's not actually going to close, dude, yo, call me. Let's work it out. I can help you, right? Like we can get this thing done. We can either flip it ourselves or, we can turn around and connect with some of the other guys here in Grand Rapids and wholesale it out, whatever that looks like. We could totally do that. But good job, man. You got in our contract when we didn't. We had it a few days before you contracted. I bet you we got the lead at about the same time, and you outpaced us. So good job. So let's keep going. How long have I been live? Man, I've been live for 2 hours now. It's quite a while. Hey, what's up?
In a minute, okay? Not yet.
So hey, bud. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, is this Edgardo?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I was calling about your property on Thomas in Grand Rapids. Sorry, I was talking to my son when I called you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Do you want to sell that property or no?
No, you told me before.
I don't think I've spoken to you. You might have spoken to one of my assistants. You might have spoken to Alex or Rose. Rose used to work for me. I don't know if you spoke to one of them, maybe about a month ago or so.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So I'm a local investor. I'm here in Grand Rapids. I'd love to buy your property.
Okay, so you just pay in cash or?
I mean, I have cash that I can buy it from. We could do a cash or we could do owner financing. I mean, I'm open, bro. I'm a tiger in the woods right now. I'm trying to buy a house. Why don't you catch me up to speed on what you're thinking? What are you trying to do? Do you want to sell it? Do you not want to sell it? Catch me up to speed on your process.
Right. So right now I'm not interested in selling. I'm not trying to sell it right now.
If you were to sell it, why would you?
I don't know, but do you check the prices in the area or?
Yeah, I know the prices in the area. I've bought quite a few right around there. I bought in 3 properties on Cass Avenue, literally within a quarter mile of you.
Okay, how much you offer?
Why don't you tell me what you want? I'd be somewhere, depending on the condition. That's really what the offer looks like. I'd probably be somewhere between, on the condition, somewhere between 90 and 135, depending on what it looked like on the inside.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want for it?
Huh?
What do you want for it? What price would you take?
Well, I think it's right now I'm fixing the kitchen, remodeling, like all cabinets and all need to repair it. So.
Yeah. If I don't buy it, what's your plan? Like, if I don't buy it, what's your plan moving forward? Are you going to keep it as a rental? Are you going to sell it? What's your plan?
No, I'll just want to keep for my family,
Yeah. Are you living there?
Yeah, I'm living there. Yep.
I see. So you guys don't want to move.
No, if I sell it, I'm trying to get another house, like in a different area. I mean, here in Grand Rapids, but a different
Yeah.
area.
I want you to feel comfortable. Listen, I want you to feel comfortable telling me no if you don't want to sell. I'm a local investor. I'm looking to buy properties. My goal is to, buy something and make a little bit of money on it, whether it's holding it long term or fixing up and reselling it. I'm willing to tell you no. All right. It might not be a good fit. It might not be a good time, and that's totally okay. I am looking for a property to buy right now, and it doesn't sound like you're looking to sell. But if you are open to selling, I would be open to buying it. So I guess just tell me where you're at. Like, do you want to explore selling it or do you not?
No. Right now. So you're selling, I mean, you buying houses or you're selling too?
I'm doing both. Like, I'm buying them. Like right now, I'm trying to get a couple more before Christmas. Right? That's what I'm doing. And then if I fix them up, I might fix them up and resell them, or I might hold them as rentals. I got a property in Coopersville I'm buying that I'm going to be holding. I've got another one that we're looking to put it's a raw acreage that we're looking to put stuff on. So we do a number of different things. We work with local investors too, like in the area, and sell them to local other investors if it's not something I want to go into. So I guess my question is, it doesn't sound like you want to sell. And so, with that being the case, I don't want to bother you if that's the case. I think we just call it a no and, go about our day.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just kind of interested because I'm looking for another house. If I like it, I'm just,
Yeah. Where do you want to move to?
I don't know, like maybe Wyoming or in Grand Rapids, but maybe for Leonard, like Leonard Street,
Right.
or that some of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if we were to work out a price, on the property, would you want to move like right now, or would you want to do it sometime in the future?
No, in the future.
Okay. How far in the future? Like, are we talking a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months? What are you thinking?
Well, maybe like 2 months.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
So about 2 months.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't you keep doing what you're doing, get through the holidays, enjoy your Christmas with your family, and then let's touch base after the holidays and see if it's something we can work together on.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Edgardo, I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, this is your phone number, right?
Yeah, this is my phone number. My name is Ronald Walker.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call me here anytime. I'd love to work. If you guys change your mind and want to do something a little bit sooner, I can come in with cash, man. I can pay cash. I can buy it from you, and I'd love to do that. I'm looking for a house right now, so that's what's going on.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, you're the man. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye. Sweet. So that guy, he lives there. He's a homeowner. It's in Grand Rapids, which would be awesome. They don't actually want to sell. He's open to the idea. It looks like he bought it for a lot less a few years ago. Looks like he bought it for around $60,000. So that's why, it said here he gave our cold caller a price of $120,000. That's why I gave him that range of 90 to 135. That'd be a pretty sweet deal. I have actually bought just south of him 2 blocks. I bought 3 properties on the same street, Cass Avenue. And all of them have been between 90 and 130. Purchasing them, I wholesaled 2 of them and I kept 1. We bought it and we owner financed it out and we kept 1 there. So super familiar with that area. I really like that little pocket right there. He is north of Franklin, which makes it even more desirable. So if he's open, that's one we definitely want to follow up with in the future. Because if they're looking to sell for somewhere around that price point with what he's had, that could be a sweet deal. It could be a sweet owner financing land contract deal. It could be a sweet flip. That's just a really good area to buy and hold or buy and resell altogether. So I'm going to update that one. Edgardo. This guy cultivating. I'm going to keep him. We want to do follow-up date. January. Last contact was today. So cool. Sweet. All right, I'm going to jump off and I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to go and I'm probably going to jump. I might jump back on. I might not. I've been saying that and then I don't jump back on, but I might jump back on for you guys. If you have any questions or whatever about the process, just put them down. I'd love to talk to you guys. Other than that, we talked to some new leads. We talked to some old ones. You saw some pushback here. You saw people get a little bit hostile and how I've handled that and got them back on the same page. People I already have a contract with that I was following up with and them getting nervous. You've seen a couple where they sold them, right? They sold them and how I handled that, right? Some that were under contract already. There's a guy with one under contract already here in the area. So anyway, that's what that looks like, guys. Until next time, peace out.